Hi, and welcome in another episode of Building Uniflow from Scratch. But before I will go to what I have done throughout my day and how did I spend it, who I was talking to, I would like to speak a little bit and talk and ask you about CBDCs, because they're getting more and more popular, but I know they are not as popular as they're supposed to be right now, and I don't mean in a good way. Because unfortunately or fortunately, CBDCs will have huge impact on how money is really programmed and how money is controlled, and how big influence it will have on control over people by government. And unfortunately, like I said, a lot of people doesn't talk about this or is not aware what is CBDC. If I would go to the street, or when I talk to a lot of my friends, they never heard about it. Okay, they have no clue what CBDC is, and yeah, maybe you don't know either. So let me quickly tell you, CBDC is a programmable currency, which means wherever you live, right now the money goes from the national bank to the banks, and then from the banks it's going to the businesses, and from businesses it's going to your account. That's very simplified version of how money flows. And so with CBDCs, the money will skip the banks and will go directly from national banks to the businesses, which from one side is good, but from the other perspective, that money will be programmable by the government, by the national bank, which means that they will have all of the statistics on your spending, and which means that they will know whether you spend that much amount of money on, for example, burgers, or that much amount of money, for example, on, I don't know, alcohol. And so maybe they won't do it, but they will have the possibility of controlling your spending if they will decide to do it in the future. Maybe they won't do it and they will never want to do it, but they will have that possibility, and that possibility is quite tricky. And I would like to know, what do you think about that? Because like if you think deeper about what CBDC will bring to the society, it will bring that if you will spend too much money on alcohol, government will be able to, I'm not saying it will, but will be able to tell you, sorry, but this month you spent too much on alcohol. The next time you will want to spend money on alcohol, you won't be able to do it. And so all of the money will be electronic. There will be probably, in the near future, there will be no cash. And so that money will be also, like I said, controlled by the government. So that's why it's a little bit tricky, because they will be able to program it the way so you cannot spend on certain goods if they will think that you overspent, or like too much fat this month. I'm sorry, Michael, too much alcohol, too much drugs, too much casinos, too much whatever it is. They will have the possibility to do it. I'm not saying that they will do it. But so, yeah, just let me know your thoughts, and I will proceed to talking about what I have achieved today and what we've done very quickly. So in the morning I had an interview with one of the front-end developers, but unfortunately he didn't read my message, and also he didn't even he posted on LinkedIn that he knows all of that stuff, and when I asked him questions about it, he told me that he doesn't know any of those languages that are necessary to work with me. And also he didn't read anything about the company, so I asked him simply the question: if you would run your startup, or you would run your company, and someone would come to you on the interview and wouldn't know anything about the company, or wouldn't know anything about the startup, would you like to work with him? Exactly. And so he told me, yeah, but that's why he wanted to come, to ask me questions. And I'm like, okay. So that obviously didn't went well. Then I had a quite long meeting with Nkiruka when actually we finished her task that she started yesterday. She finished today, which is beautiful. Today she got, the plan is for the whole week, so she knew exactly what she would have to do today. We also spoken with Shivam and Nkiruka together, so Nkiruka can explain to him exactly what API and how API needs to look for the task from tomorrow that she will have to start. So that was great. Then I also had the meeting with David, which was quite a good meeting as well, because he accomplished all of that stuff, and now the only thing is left that he needs to push the business application to the server, and we can accomplish everything by tomorrow and start building the decentralized product that I'm super excited, and he's super excited about. But we need to finish the registration process in full first before we will move forward. So hopefully he will manage to do it by tomorrow, and we will be able tomorrow start the beautiful building the beautiful technology that I would like to build. And it shouldn't take us longer than like a week and a half, so that will be fun. I also had a meeting with Chris, he was asking about all of his tasks because we didn't manage to meet yesterday, so he was asking about all of his tasks. So I shortly explained to him everything. He was fine with it. He said he will accomplish them, obviously, as every week, well, almost every week. Victor said that he had some problems with electricity, therefore he asked me whether he can meet with me tomorrow. I didn't have any problem with that. And then I was finishing, at the end of the day, I was finishing the stuff with the designs for Nkiruka for the next week, so she can beautifully get into the designs and just develop them. I also had some meeting with the developer that I was working on the research on the centralized ledger, but we both decided that he doesn't really have time right now, so once he will have time, maybe next month or maybe a few months from now, he will come back to me and then we can chat again. And that was my day. Let me know your thoughts about what do you think about CBDCs, and thank you very much, and I see you tomorrow.